You enter the Lviv Railway Hospital through a door that leads to a modest courtyard. Overlooking the courtyard is the office of Administrator Dr. Severin Dibba. He sits behind Ukrainian and American flags, telling of hard times. He tells of his duty to care for railway employees, but a third of his patients are non-employees from 7 regions. Cancers are increasing.
That's the result of Chernobyl. And of course, ecological situation.
And he says he hasn't bought sheets or towels for 2 years. We recycle and sterilize everything, he says. We're short on anesthesia, virtually out of insulin and antibiotics.
We have to produce the antibiotics of our own because some years ago everything was produced in Russia.
But one thing they do have is office equipment and computers from the United States Agency for International Development. But nobody has yet installed them.
They haven't done it now because of a major security problem here in terms of theft. They seem to have lost a great deal of equipment.
One of the great financial problems facing the hospital is the same one plaguing all of Ukrainian society. That is inflation. Inflation is running 3,000% a year now. That means prices have risen 30-fold, while hospitals' income and salaries remain the same or fell. Across town, hospital employees know those facts of life only too well. A mechanic who repairs hospital vehicles says he has not been paid in months. Just go around the city of Lviv, he tells us, and see the buildings some people are putting up, with cellars and all sorts of luxuries we can't imagine.
And what can we buy with our 300,000 coupons, of course?
That's about $7 a month. At the hospital, meanwhile, workers just completed a new operating room.
It took a lot of effort, a lot more effort here than it would take in the States to do. But they're still having the same problems we saw a century ago. Their equipment poor, the resource poor.
Dr. Severin Dibba says, yes, once we had money, but nothing available to us. Now,
we can buy whatever we want, any medicine, any equipment, but we have no money.
To get money, Ukraine's hospitals must turn outward toward international joint ventures with business, to open doors with the West. That has already begun.